Guys, deluded. I promised this. Come on, man. How am I going to see my notes? You know, let's keep running with that. Like I said, guys, deluded. Before that mishap, like I said last year, yeah, Lacazette obviously signed for Arsenal, Morata signed for Chelsea, and respectively, Lukaku went to United. Three different clubs, three different things the clubs were trying to accomplish at the time. Chelsea were trying to retain their Premier League title. United obviously trying to get back on top. Us trying to get back into the Champions League and try and challenge for things again. So yeah, both of them, all strikers at top six. Oh, this fly needs to get out. I really need to close this window. But anywho, people, all of them minimum. Now, once upon a time, and I still believe if you get 20 goals, if you're 20-goal striker minimum in the league, you're a skeng, man. With Messi and Ronaldo and all these other crazy man, they've messed it up. So man, still turn up their nose at people that have scored 20 goals. But yeah, so let's see what happened in the season. Let's start with Lukaku. I've been impressed with Lukaku, to be fair. You know he's always about goals. Yes, he hit less league goals than he did last year. I believe he got 25 last year and around 7-8 assists. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. This year he's got, what, 16 in the league. In total, about 27 in 50 appearances and a couple assists there as well. You know, at the start of the year, he was bagging goals, but against that, there was the backdrop of, is he a United striker? Yeah, he scores goals, but can he do this and that? Every United fan weighed in. Not all of them were against Lukaku. Some backed it in. I'm not suggesting that. Pundits that were United, ex-United players were weighing in and stuff, and I think collectively he's done all right. You know, regardless of what you say about his touch and all of this nonsense, he's gonna score goals. Granted, it's not as much in the league as you would have hoped, but he scored goals. And for me as well, people talk about wanting to improve as a player. He does himself. There's been a couple of times towards the end of the year he's been improving in that aspect. There's been games like, if I look at, I'm so sure Liverpool in the draw, if I remember rightly, and he played, but definitely against Arsenal. He never scored against us at the Emirates, but he worked his socks off and he played well. So there was a couple of games like that he was chipping in. A couple of games he didn't get a goal or an assist, but he was working for the team. Obviously, you want those man to score goals, so he scored his goals. He scored against his ex-club. He worked hard in his big games. So I think he's done all right, man. Now let's go on to Lacazette. Lacazette's a bit different now. We had a crap season, so he's had to fight against adapting into the Premier League and all of them things in your first year, new country, on and off the pitch. He's had to deal with us being rubbish as a whole. He's had to deal with the new team trying to play towards how his style is and not playing to his best. He's had to deal with always being come off the bench. He had the injury out for 2 months, which we now found out he could have had that surgery earlier on in the season. But for me, I've been impressed with him for sure, man. I mean, regardless of what you look at, he finished the season. If Aubameyang was here, it would have been him. But he finished the season our top goal scorer. He missed around 2 months. He finished his season with 14 league goals. That's only 2 off Lukaku, who made 50 appearances in total. And you know, Wenger wasn't always bringing Lacazette and doing all this Wenger stuff. You know, he's a legend. He's the granddad. But you know, he was doing them peculiar things. So yeah. Obviously, for me, I was saying Lacazette needed to hit 16 minimum. Worst season, yeah. He's turned around and got 14, so I wasn't far. For me, like I was like from that nonsense, from that aspect, yeah, it's an underwhelming season, of course. But I've been impressed with you. For me, I didn't know how good you were. I knew you was a good baller, but technically you're a bit messed. I've been impressed with you. You relished playing in big games. Chelsea, we drew, but we worked at the bridge. But we worked our socks off. You impressed me in that. You obviously got an assist against Liverpool at home. You impressed me in that. I've been impressed how you like the physical challenge. You didn't like that at first, but your weights in Shawcross and you're doing all these things. You bagged against United, you got assist against Spurs, you scored against Atletico. I'm liking Lacazette. He's turning up in big games. So I've been impressed with Lacazette and Lukaku. Now, Morata, another player I'm fond of and I like. I would like him in the squad and things, like I told you guys. Signed for 75 million, like Lukaku also. I rate him, but he had the chance to prove people wrong. Was it a fluke that I bagged 20 goals last year? I've scored around, as he scored 50 career goals, he must have scored something gazy like that. Yeah, he cost 75 million. He had the chance to be the #1 and replacing Costa and all of these things. And it started off well. He was bagging goals and things, and then he started missing tap-ins, getting injured, and all of these things. And sadly, I mean, 11 goals and 5 assists. I believe that must be in the league. He must have done better at all comps. I must have not done my homework properly there, but to underwhelm for 75 million from Morata for all his technical ability and things, I must say I'm unimpressed. So if I had to rank them, Morata is definitely last. I mean, between Lukaku and Lacazette, I love them both. So it's a bit harsh. Like, the Arsenal bias is creeping in. My fondness for Lukaku is in. Because Lukaku, at the end of the day, scored more goals. But Lacazette, despite all of this in the league, because he wasn't playing in Europa League for how long? is only 2 off him. So how do you quantify that? If he did play, if it was a white and black world and they were under the same manager or like a clone of the manager and they played all the games, what would have happened there? So between the two of them, I'll let you lot in the comments if you wish make that up. But between the two of them, I got no qualms. Them on first on the basis of this season. Morata's got a chance to turn it around if he stays at Chelsea or if he departs, get his name up again. He's definitely last. Them and they are cool, but he's definitely last. And on that note, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.